How to crochet the clever block stitch. For this stitch you will need a crochet hook. Special thanks to our sponsor Scassell for providing today's hooks. Today we are using their Addy Swing ergonomic crochet hooks in the size US 8H and a ball of yarn. Special thanks to our sponsor Knit Out of the Box for providing today's yarn. Today we are using their organic merino line in the color Kiwi. For this stitch you'll need to know the following techniques: chain stitch, single crochet, double crochet. To begin this stitch you must create a foundation chain in multiples of 6 plus 5. Now to begin this pattern we're going to do a prep row. So the first thing is, now to begin this pattern we're going to use a prep row. So we're going to start with our color A, and we are going to do a double crochet into the 4th chain from our hook. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go into that chain. Then we will do a double crochet into the next stitch. Then we're going to start our repeat by chaining 3. Then we are going to skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and we will do 1 double crochet into the next chain. Then we are going to do 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 chains. So a total of 3 double crochets. And we are going to continue repeating the sequence until we get to the end of our row. So as we're finishing our last repeat, we're going to do a double crochet into the last stitch, but we're only going to work the first 2 loops, and then to finish it we're going to drop our color A and we will move on to our color B. So we're just going to loop that over our hook and draw it through the last 2 loops, and we'll tighten that down, and then we can turn our work. Row 1, we are going to continue with color B and chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to skip the next 3 double crochets, that's these right here, and we are going to work over the next 3 chain space, that's this section right here, by doing 3 double crochets into each of the chains in our foundation row. So I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but let me show you what it is we're going to do. So we're going to do a double crochet, we're going to skip this section, and we're going to go into the stitch in the foundation row to work our double crochet. Okay, and we're going to do that for each stitch across. Okay, so then we'll continue our repeat by chaining 3. And then we will skip the next 3 double crochets and continue repeating the pattern until we reach the end of the row. When we finish our last repeat, we're going to do a single crochet into the top chain of our turn chain from the row before. Then we can turn our work. Row 2, we're going to switch to our color C here, so we're going to loop on to here, and we're going to tighten down this color B stitch. So it's basically disappeared now. So that will act as our chain stitch. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3, and this will count as our first double crochet. So then we're going to skip the first stitch, that's the stitch we were just in, and we are going to work over the next 3 chain space, doing 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 skipped double crochet in the rows before. So we're going to go into these stitches here. So we're going to go into that stitch, 1, and 2. Okay, then we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And that will start our repeat. Then we're going to skip the next 3 double crochets, and we are going to work into the next 3 double crochets from the row 2 rows below, working over the 3 chain space. So it's kind of an interesting way of creating the fabric, because you're working over on top of the previous row and going into the row below that. Alright, so that will complete our repeat. So we're going to continue repeating this sequence until we reach the end of our row. Now, as we're completing our last repeat, we're going to do a final double crochet. We're going to work the first 2 loops, and then we're going to go back to our color A. So we're going to pull that up and then draw that through those last 2 stitches. We can tighten that down, and then we will turn our work. So we're going to repeat rows 1 and 2 until we have reached our desired length, and as we're repeating those 2 rows, we're going to alternate with our 3 colors. So we'll go row 1 will be color A, then row 2 will be color B, row 1 again will be color C, then row 2 will be color A, and so on. So that's how we crochet the clever block stitch. After a few repeats, your pattern should look like this. Want more New Stitch a Day? Check out our website at newstitchaday.com.